Hello second years, this is your Kuya Donn Panganiban, and for this video, we will be talking about a concept under differential equations, which is the elimination of arbitrary constants. So first off, what are arbitrary constants? So basically, arbitrary constants are the unknown constants in a given equation. We have here, for example, y is equal to c1x squared plus c2x plus c3. So our arbitrary constants in this equation are c1, c2, and c3. So sa mga example na may encounter nyo in the future, typically kasi ganito yung denotation ng mga arbitrary constants, c1, c2, c3, and so on. So, ano ba yung goal natin kung bakit kailangan nating mag-eliminate ng arbitrary constants? So, we eliminate arbitrary constants in a given equation to obtain its differential equation. So, how will we do this? So, step 1, identify mo muna kung ilang arbitrary constants ang present sa given equation. Bakit? Kasi the number of arbitrary constants will tell you the number of differentiations you have to do. So, number of arbitrary constants is equal to number of differentiations you have to do. Step 2, yun nga, differentiate the given equation based on the number of constants. So, kapag dalawa yung arbitrary constants, ibig sabihin, 2 times mo rin i-differentiate yung given equation. So, step 3, apply substitution if the constants are still not eliminated after such differentiations. So, in most cases kasi, hindi pa ma-eliminate yung arbitrary constants kapag in-apply mo na tong step 2. So, doon na magfo-fall tong step 3 wherein kailangan mo mag-apply ng substitution para ma-eliminate yung arbitrary constants. So, let's have an example. Example 1, ito yung example na equation nila pa kanina. So, y is equal to c sub 1x squared plus c sub 2x plus c sub 3. So, first step, we have to identify first the number of arbitrary constant present in the equation. So, we have c sub 1, c sub 2, and c sub 3. So, we have 3 arbitrary constant. So, ibig sabihin nun, we will differentiate this equation 3 times. So, the first differentiation is y prime or dy over dx is equal to 2c sub 1x plus c sub 2. So, gets nyo naman na siguro to kasi basic differentiation lang siya. So, the second differentiation would be y double prime is equal to 2c sub 1. And the third differentiation would be y triple prime is equal to 0 because the derivative of constant is equal to 0. So, as you can see, nung na-differentiate natin siya 3 times, nawala na yung arbitrary constant niya. So, ibig sabihin nun, kapag wala ng arbitrary constant, yun na yung differential equation ng given equation. So, let's have the next example. Example 2, y is equal to c1 x squared plus c2x. So, dalawa yung arbitrary constants. Ibig sabihin, i-differentiate natin tong equation 2 times. So, unang differentiation is y prime is equal to 2c sub 1x plus c sub 2. And then, the y double prime would be 2c sub 1. Pero, as we can see, nung din-differentiate na natin siya 2 times, may natira pa ring isang arbitrary constant. So, dito na ma-apply yung step 3 natin, which is the substitution. So, pwede nating iset tong mga equation into equation 1, equation 2, and then equation 3. So, ang gagawin natin dito is parang lalaruin lang natin yung mga equation na to in order to come up with an equation na hindi present ang arbitrary constants. So, typically, ang inuuna natin dito is yung last equation, which is yung equation 3. So, from equation 3, which is y prime is equal to 2c sub 1, pwede nating sabihin na c sub 1 is equal to y prime over 2. Divide mo lang both sides by 2. And then, from equation 2, which is y prime is equal to 2c sub 1x plus c sub 2, And from what we got in equation 3, which is c sub 1 is equal to y double prime over 2. So, i-substitute mo tong c1 dito sa equation 2, magiging y prime is equal to 2 y double prime over 2 x plus c sub 2. So, from this equation, may makukuha tayong value ng c2, di ba? So, makakancel yung 2 and then magiging y prime is equal to y double prime x plus c2. And then transpose, c2 will be equal to y prime minus x y double prime. So, meron na tayong value ng c1 at c2. Ang next na gagawin natin is babalikan natin yung original equation and then we substitute the value of c1 and c2, which is c1 is equal to y double prime over 2 and c2 is y prime minus xy double prime. So, substituting, magiging y is equal to y double prime over 2 x squared plus quantity of y prime minus xy double prime times x. So, distribute mo yung x, magiging y is equal to y double prime over 2x squared plus xy prime minus x squared y prime. And then, multiply the whole equation by 2 para masimplify yung equation at makancel yung denominator dun sa first term na 2. So, you have 2y is equal to x squared y double prime plus 2xy prime minus 2x squared y double prime. So, as you can see, meron tayong similar terms, which is ang x squared y double prime at ang negative 2x squared y double prime. So, simplifying, we have 2y is equal to 2xy prime minus x squared y double prime. And then, transposing this in order to equate it to 0, magiging 2y minus 2xy prime plus x squared y double prime is equal to 0. And there you have it. Ito na ang differential equation ng example 2. Pero as they say, there are several ways to kill a chicken. Kaya meron tayong ibang method para mag-eliminate ng arbitrary constants. We call this the WRONSKIAN method. So, ang first step dito is pareho lang sa kanina. So, let's take example 2 again para ma-compare natin yung sagot. So, pareho lang. You have to differentiate the equation 2 times. And then, what you have to do next is create ka ng table or matrix which have the components of the given equations. So, pwede tong sumobra. Pwede tong umabot ng c sub 3 or y triple prime, depende sa given equations mo. So, i-identify mo yung mga coefficients and variables of the corresponding row and column. So, sa una, we have the equation y is equal to c1x squared plus c2x. So, sa c1, ang kasama niya is x squared. And then sa c2, kasama niya is x. So, we have x squared and x. And then sa y prime, ang kasama ng c1 is 2x. At ang kasama ng c2 is 1. So, we have 2x and 1. And then sa y double prime, we have ang c1 is 2 at ang c2 is wala. Walang c2, so 0 yun. So, 2 and 0. And then, what you have to do is you copy the first two columns and then ipe-paste mo lang siya sa right part. So, magiging ganyan. And then, ito na yung fun part which is magkikreate ka ng diagonal with 3 units dapat siya. So, unahin natin dapat is from left to right, pababa. So, we have this one, this diagonal. We have y, 2x, and 0. Imumultiply mo lang itong tatlo, which is, since may 0, 0, plus, next diagonal, x squared, 1, and y double prime. So, multiply the 3, we have x squared, y double prime, plus, next diagonal, x, y prime, and 2, multiply, magiging 2x, y prime. So, wala na tayong diagonal na pababa from left to right with 3 units, diba? So, I suggest na i-bracket nyo yan para di kayo malito, and then, minus. And then, next is, diagonal naman from left to right, pero pataas. So, we have y double prime, 2x, and x. which if we multiply will give us 2x squared y double prime plus next diagonal 2, 1, y, which will give us 2y plus next diagonal 0, y prime and x squared, which will give us 0. And then bracket ulit, equate it to 0. So simplifying this whole equation, we will get 2xy prime minus x squared y double prime minus 2y is equal to 0. So there you have it. Pareho lang siya sa sagot natin kanina. So you can use this method or the previous method. Depende sa ipapa-require ng professor nyo. So let's have example 3. We have y is equal to x plus c sub 1 e raised to x plus c sub 2 e raised to negative 2x. So ang unang gagawin nyo dito para madalian kayo is ilipat nyo yung x sa kabilang side ng equation para yung matira lang sa isang side is yung may arbitrary constants. So we have y minus x is equal to c1 e raised to x plus c2 e raised to negative 2x. And then, simulan nyo na mag-differentiate. So since we have two arbitrary constants, we will differentiate this equation 2 times. So we have y prime minus 1 is equal to c sub 1 ex minus 2 c sub 2 e raised to negative 2x. And then, second differentiation, y double prime is equal to c sub 1 e raised to x plus 4 c sub 2 e raised to negative 2x. As we can see ulit, hindi pa na-eliminate yung arbitrary constants nung differentiate natin siya 2 times. So we can set these equations to 1, 2, and 3. So simulan ulit natin sa 3. From equation 3, which is y double prime is equal to c1 e raised to x plus 4c2 e raised to negative 2x. So, try natin kunin yung value ng c2 in terms of 1. So, transpose c1 e raised to x magiging y double prime minus c1 e raised to x is equal to 4 c2 e raised to negative 2x. Then, dividing both sides by 4 e raised to negative 2x, we will have c sub 2 is equal to y double prime minus c sub 1 e raised to x all over 4e raised to negative 2x. So, yan yung value ng c2 natin in terms of c1. Next, from equation 2, which is y prime minus 1 is equal to c sub 1 e raised to x minus 2 c sub 2 e raised to negative 2x. I-substitute natin yung value ng c2, yung nakuha nating c2, which is y double prime minus c1 e raised to x all over 4e raised to negative 2x. So we have y prime minus 1 is equal to c1 e raised to x minus 2 times the quantity of y double prime minus c1 e raised to x over 4e raised to negative 2x times e raised to negative 2x. So makakancel yung e raised to 2x. And then magiging y prime minus 1 is equal to c1 e raised to x minus quantity y prime minus c1 e raised to x all over 2. Then multiply the whole equation by 2 para ma-simplify at ma-cancel yung denominator na 2 doon sa last term. Magiging 2y prime minus 2 is equal to 2c1 e raised to x minus y double prime plus c1 e raised to x. And then, as you can see, meron tayong similar term which is 2c1 e raised to x and c1 e raised to x. Simplifying, magiging 2y prime minus 2 is equal to 3c1 e raised to x minus y prime. And then, transposing and simplifying, makukuha natin ang value ng c1 which is 2y prime minus 2 plus y double prime all over 3 e raised to x. So, meron na tayong value ng c1 at c2. So, balik na tayo sa original equation which is y minus x is equal to c1 ex plus c2e raised to negative 2x. And then we substitute c1 and c2 sa equation. We will have y minus x is equal to quantity 2y prime minus 2 plus y double prime all over 3e raised to x times e raised to x plus quantity y double prime minus c1 e raised to x all over 4e raised to negative 2x times e raised to negative 2x. So, simplifying the equation, pwede nating i-cancel yung e raised to x at e raised to negative 2x. And then, we multiply the whole equation by 12 kasi yun ang LCD ng 3 at 4. So simplifying, we will have 12y minus 12x is equal to 8y prime minus 8 plus 4y double prime plus 3y double prime minus 3c1 e raised to x. Tapos we substitute the value of c1 dito sa last term, which will give us 12y minus 12x is equal to 8y prime minus 8 plus 4y double prime plus 3y double prime minus 2y prime plus 2 minus y prime. And then from that equation, pwede pa nating further simplify kasi may mga similar terms. So 12y minus 12x, 8y prime minus 2y prime will give us 6y prime. And then negative 8 plus 2 is equal to negative 6. And then 4y double prime plus 3y double prime minus y double prime is equal to 6y double prime. And then pwede nating i-divide tong whole equation by 6. It will give us 2y minus 2x equals y prime minus 1 plus y double prime. Then transpose, equate it to 0, magiging y double prime plus y prime minus 2y plus 2x minus 1 is equal to 0. And then, there you have it, the differential equation of example number 3. So let's try the WRONSKIAN method. So same first step, you get the first differentiation and the second differentiation of the given equation. And then you make this table with the following components. So as you can observe, sinama natin yung e raised to x at e raised to negative 2x doon sa C1 at C2 kasi nga in actuality constant rin ang e. Diba? Constant ang e which is equivalent to 2.7 something. So nakalimutan ko na rin basta constant yan. So identify natin yung data doon sa corresponding row and column. So una we have the equation y minus x. Ang kasama ng C1ex is 1 at ang kasama ng C2 e raised to negative 2x is 1. So we have 1 and 1. So sa next equation, sa y prime minus 1, we have 1 and negative 2 kasi ang kasama ng C1ex is 1 and ang kasama ng C2 e raised to negative 2x is negative 2. So sa last equation, sa y double prime, ang kasama ng C1 e raised to x is 1 at ang kasama ng C2 e raised to negative 2x is 4. So we have 1 and 4. Copy the first two columns, we paste sa right side, then we have that one. So this is our data for finding the equation, the differential equation. So una, left to right pababa na diagonal. So we have quantity y minus x times 1 times 4. We have 4y minus 4x plus 1 negative 2 and y double prime. We have negative 2y double prime plus 1 times quantity y prime minus 1 times 1 is equal to y prime minus 1. And then bracket minus left to right pataas naman tayo. We have y double prime times 1 times 1 is we have y double prime plus 1 negative 2 and y minus x and multiply. We have negative 2y plus 2x plus last diagonal we have 4 quantity y prime minus 1 and 1. We have 4y prime minus 4 and then bracket equal to 0. So let's simplify this whole equation. Will give us 4y minus 4x minus 2y double prime plus y prime minus 1 minus y double prime plus 2y minus 2x minus 4y prime plus 4 is equal to 0. Pwede pa natin i-simplify ito kasi meron silang similar terms. So we have 4y plus 2y is equal to 6y. And then negative 4x minus 2x is equal to negative 6x. And then negative 2y double prime minus y double prime is 3y double prime. And then we have positive y prime minus 4y prime. We have negative 3y prime. And then negative 1 plus 4 will give us positive 3 equal to 0. So we can still further simplify this equation. Divide mo ang whole equation by 3. It will give you 2y minus 2x minus y double prime minus y prime plus 1 is equal to 0, which is the same lang sa sagot kanina. So there you have it, the WRONSKIAN method ng example 3. Let's proceed to example 4. We have here y is equal to c sub 1 sine 5x plus c sub 2 cosine 5x. So identify how many arbitrary constants, dalawa. So we have to differentiate 2 times. So we have the first differentiation, y prime is equal to 5c1 cosine 5x minus 5c2 sine 5x. So trigonometric differentiation yan. Dapat alam nyo na yan. Next differentiation, y double prime is equal to negative 25c1 sine 5x minus 25c2 cosine 5x. So, kailangan natin ulit i-apply ang substitution. We set this as equation 1, equation 2, and equation 3. So, as usual, let's start from equation 3. We have y double prime is equal to negative 25c1 sine 5x minus 25c2 cosine 5x. So, ang tip ko dito is huwag kang atat na kunin yung value ng C2. So, tignan mo muna kung may pwede kang gawin or i-simplify sa equation na to. So, dito sa equation, pwede mong ilabas yung negative 25, right? Pwede siyang maging y double prime is equal to negative 25 C1 sine 5x plus C2 cosine 5x. Napansin nyo, itong nasa parenthesis, equal lang din siya sa equation 1, which is y is equal to c1 sine 5x plus c2 cosine 5x, di ba? So, pwede mo lang gawing y itong nasa parenthesis. So, magiging y double prime is equal to negative 25y na lang siya. So, as you can see, wala na siyang arbitrary constants. And then, you just transpose it, magiging y double prime plus 25y equals 0. And then, yun na yung differential equation niya. So, minsan, wag nyong madaliin yung pag-solve ng equation kasi yun pala, may shortcut siya. Ito, I will give you an exercise. Y is equal to c1x plus c2e raised to x. And then your answer should be this one. Y plus xy double prime plus y prime minus y double prime minus xy prime is equal to 0. Pwede nyong i-screenshot to, i-save nyo sa phone nyo, and then practicing nyo. Either using the original method or the WRONSKIAN method. Thank you guys sa pakikinig. Sana may natutunan kayo at kung may mga tanong kayo, post nyo lang sa comment section and I will try to answer them. So, bye!